Not everyone's so lucky, though. The number of people in lockdown is increasing, so is the number of victims of domestic violence. And they're being forced to spend each day with their abusers. In France, the government has had to step in and set up facilities for women at risk of physical abuse. But across the world, some voices are still going unheard. Let this be an eye-opener. 8 March 2020, thousands of women marched through the streets of Paris. They call for greater equality between men and women in France. A week later, the entire country went into lockdown. These women were confined to their homes to save them from a deadly virus. But they were dealing with a bigger threat behind closed doors. Physical and sexual abuse by their partners and family members. The French Interior Ministry has reported a 30% jump in cases of domestic violence. In Paris alone, the cases have risen by 36%. The women say that financial instability amid the lockdown is making things worse for them. The French government has sprung into action. It is bearing the cost of 20,000 hotel bookings for victims of abuse, and has set aside €1 million for organizations that fight domestic violence. The situation in France has put into spotlight stories of horror from around the world. In Catalonia, the regional government says that emergency calls to its women helplines have risen by 20% within a few days of confinement. In Spain, chilling reports of femicide have emerged. A 35-year-old mother of 2 was murdered by her partner last week. In Italy, activists say they're receiving desperate texts and emails for help by women who cannot step out. In Brazil, women's rights councils have confirmed a 40% surge in cases of domestic abuse in the last 1 month. In Australia, the Prime Minister himself has confirmed a 75% rise in Google searches for help amid the lockdown. In China, rights organizations have reported a 3-fold increase in domestic violence since the lockdown began. And in India, 257 cases of domestic abuse have been reported online between 23rd March and 1st April. The lockdown may keep women safe from the coronavirus, but it has pushed thousands of them into something equally grievous. During this global health crisis, let's take the responsibility to reach out to our friends and loved ones who you think could be susceptible to abuse in their homes. Bureau Report, WION World is One.